Welcome back to AR Tech Reviews. Today I will be doing a review on a HP Spectre x360 16-inch 2-in-1 laptop. It is 2024 model. This one is the one with the discrete GPU. It is have the RTX 4050. It has your Ultra i7 155H new processor for 2024 14 gen, and this also does have OLED. I was going to do a quick unboxing, but all you get in the box is your typical, on this laptop it's not like other last year's models or 2 years ago where you get the laptop, a pen, and this model is bought from Best Buy. This model is configured with 32 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte of storage. The one on HP, if you want the one that's ready to ship and not customized, it does come with 16 gigabytes of RAM and I think either 2 terabytes of storage, and that one does come with the pen. So the difference is from Best Buy and HP is you get 1 terabyte of storage and no pen on the Best Buy model, but you do get 32 gigabyte of RAM. And on the HP's website, you get 16 gigabyte of RAM and 2 terabyte of storage, which includes the pen. Which I do have a pen that does work on this from last year's model HP Spectre. They do have new improvements. I am loving this laptop. There is some things that I will get into my review that I will say that I do like and I don't like. But as of right now, there's more pros than cons. So let's like I said, you get this year with your charger, you get a 140 watt charging brick. And this year in this review, I will be doing something I haven't done in my previous reviews, which I will be opening the back of the laptop, which, you know, we will get to that in a moment. As you can see, here you get a 140 watt charger this year. Like I said, you do got a RTX 4050 in this model. And we will get to the GPU wattage on that, which is running only, I think, at 55 watts, if I remember seeing that correct. This is a 2-in-1, so you can turn it into a tablet. You can turn it into a tablet. You got your tent mode, you got your stand mode. But it is a 2-in-1, which is pretty neat. Let me turn this back over. Here we go. Like I said, it is a good laptop. Battery life, we will get to battery life. We'll be discussing battery life. We will be discussing sound, picture quality, some of the new features on this laptop that they haven't had in past, which I think is an upgrade from years before, and I think that make this laptop really awesome. All right, well, let's get to it. Let me adjust my camera. Okay, here we go. We can see that display. Yeah. Let's power her on. And then you do got this here, instead of the fingerprint scanner right here being on the bottom of the keyboard, you do got it on the power button. The power button right here. Booting up. This does have the OLED display. It does have the 2.8 3K OLED display, 2880 by 1800. The blacks really pop on this display, and I will show you a setting that made this computer even more special to me that I have not seen on a laptop that I've tested before. But we will get to all that, and let's get to the review. As you can see, the screen is very nice. I do have it set at 50% at the moment. It is very vibrant. The blacks are black, as I will show you. Like I said, we do have the new Ultra 14 Gen 7 155H. As you can see, my display is at 50%. I have it set for 50%, and that's how bright it looks. Okay, now let's get into the computer information specifications. Well, let's get into the display controls and some of the controls with this laptop that come programmed with this laptop. First, we're going to start with you get your audio control. As you can tell, this has Poly Audio Studio. It does has your Intel Evo. That trackpad is very nice. It is haptic trackpad. You do have quad speaker system, as you can see, tweeters on both sides and 2 front firing. You do got Poly Audio. You do got your graphic equalizer, which we will do sound testing. I have it set for audio because that's what I've found to be the best at the moment. You will pick on your my device. Okay, let's see. Let's do a sound test real quick, so I can show you the speakers. I always like to start it off like at 10%, and then we'll go up from there. Let's see. What can I play for sample? Let's play. Let's play some elevator music. Well, that don't sound too good, does it? Let's see. Let me find some music that we can hear. So far I'm loving this laptop and the display. Like I said, I'm showing you the sound quality right now, and we will get to let's just play some elevator music. I don't know what to play. I will get to the display settings, but otherwise, as you can see, the blacks are really black on this. It does have an anti-glare coating on the display, but like I said, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's play some Clapton's guitar solo. Let's see.
When you see Eric Clapton playing an awesome guitar solo, what is he thinking about? Is he thinking about where his fingers go next? Is he thinking about what scales he's going to use? Is he thinking about music theory? The answer is, he's not thinking about anything. So how does he play such amazing solos? Simple. He's playing by feel. You see, real soulful music doesn't involve thinking. It's all about feeling. Scientists at Stanford University have even proven this. When your brain is thinking, it's in logical mode, it's in math and science mode, and when it's in that state, it literally can't do anything creative. It's only when you're not thinking that creativity flows. It's like when a great idea jumps into your head when you're in the shower or taking a walk.
My camera's on auto frame, I guess. It's zooming in.
It comes from feeling. There's even a famous quote from Jimi Hendrix where he said, "Don't use your brain to play. Let iron advice we've all heard a million times before. They sound good out of nowhere." And that approach is
Well, that don't sound like it's playing any music. I'm sorry about this.
all of that stuff means you're sitting there for hours on end using your brain to think.
Okay, let's just play some elevator music. That's at 10%. 20. 30. 40. 50. 70. 100%. Sounds nice and clear. But for sound quality, it sounds pretty good. Okay. Like I said, it is quad speaker system, 2 tweeters and 2 subwoofers front firing, which I will show you those here in a minute once we turn it over and open it up. Okay, for sound quality, you heard that. Hope all that is good. Sorry about the little delay there. Couldn't find something to hear, so we just heard some elevator music. But if you go to your My HP, you can go to display controls. Oh, that's video controls. Let me go to display controls. When I go to My HP, because this is for my computer, this is what I don't know, it's popping up. It's recording me right now. I have my camera on my computer as well. You can adjust your contrast. In this application, you can adjust the contrast of your display. You got your default setting. You got your work settings, your low light. Let's see. And you can pick one. As you can see, the colors change. Your low light, entertainment, low blue light. You got, in your advanced, you got your sRGB standard. You got your Adobe. You got your DCP3, which, I don't know, DCP3 for some reason still looks a little grayish, which I know that's your 100%. And then you got your native. The one I've been using is entertainment. Seems to look the best. Gives you the best blacks, best colors. As you can see, the red in the corner right there. Sorry about that. I'm trying to adjust my camera. Okay. As you can see, the red's pretty nice. But let me show you the contrast. This is what I loved about this computer and the display. I have not seen this on any, and this is from not Windows. This is not from any kind of Windows software. This is from specifically My HP. As I have it right here, that's to raise the contrast. If you lower it, you know, you can adjust your contrast to where you want it. So this is good for photo editing, viewing photos, editing videos, you know, working on, you know, photo editing, just creative stuff. So as you go, the darker you get. Which, I think is very good. I like that setting. I've not seen a computer with that setting. So, as right now, you know, I have it set as this setting right now. I got my brightness, like I said, at 50%. Contrast is at, you know, I don't tell you the exact number. It just tells you what you have your contrast at. But I think this is an awesome feature on this laptop that really does pop out. And I would consider, you know, I have not been able to find a laptop with this kind of setting. Maybe now that we're 2024, maybe there's a laptop out there. And this, you can do pen, you can calibrate your pen, tells you what your pen does. I do have a pen, it's in my other room, but it does have pen support. And I will bring the pen in a minute so you can see that. But this is in the My HP app. Welcome to your My HP. You can do your system controls. I put it on SmartSense. It says it's to your battery status. It's supposed to program to what you do. But I notice when I'm on Zoom calls, it tends to kick my fans in a lot. So I go to balance mode. I have it in balance mode. You got cool mode, you got performance, and you got power saver. And we will do a Geekbench 6 test on this so y'all can see my scores, and I'll get to that in a little bit of what I think and how I feel. The display is pretty nice. Like I said, it is very accurate. And if you set it to where you like it, of course, that did not come with the laptop. I put that myself. It's my wallpaper. I am a Chevy fan, GM person. But let's go to system informations. Let's go to system. Okay, as you can see, them blacks really do pop. This one you got, it's a 2024 HP Spectre. You got your Ultra 7, 155H, 1.40 gigahertz. You do have 30 installed RAM is 32 gigabyte. 31.5 of it is usable. I do have the new Windows. We will get to that in a little bit of some things that I've heard. I don't know how true it is, but we will. I will be doing further investigation on that. Let's go to my task manager. On this computer, let's go to performance. CPU, it's running at right now between 1.4, 1.2. You do have the Ultra 17155H. For memory, you got, like I said, 32 gigabyte of RAM. And this laptop is running at, the speed max is 7,467 megahertz instead of 6,400. Hope you can all see that. So that is pretty good, but like I said, I will get back into the performance here in a little bit. You do got your SSD, you got a Hynix, which is, I got 1 terabyte of that. You do got Wi-Fi 6E. It is not Wi-Fi 7, but from what I've heard from other reviewers, that you can do Wi-Fi 7, but we will do that later. As I said, you got your Intel Arc graphics. These do have the new AI system, which now you do got the MPU, which it does help with when you're doing video decode and video processing. It does help, you know, minimize battery drainage and stuff like that. It's supposed to kick in to be able to give you good performance without draining a lot of battery. Like I said, this one does have the RTX 4050. Has the 4050 in it, as you can see. And have done some gaming on this, and I have no issues. The only issues I ran in recently, but because I updated my nvidia graphics drivers, is a little stuttering. Before I updated them, I didn't have no stutters. You do got a nice backlit keyboard. They've always had them real nice. The cooling is pretty good. I had no issues with that. Everything seems to be running fine. What I've heard, let's get to performance. While we talk about performance, I'll run a Geekbench test. Let me see where to have it downloaded. I know it's downloaded. There it is. Why this runs, I will explain my issues that I have ran into, but I really haven't seen like a major. Let's run CPU. Let's do that later. Let's see if it'll let me. For some reason it says max frequency 4,435. I have no idea why it says that when but okay, let's run that. As that runs, I do want to explain. I have noticed that when I get my score back, I don't think it's performing the way it should. I don't know if it's an HP. The HP did something inside the computer to minimize max performance, or if it's just something. But I've heard the new Windows 23H2 Windows 11's update has been slowing down a lot of CPUs and a lot of GPUs, especially for gamers. I don't know how true this is. I've looked it up on YouTube and I have found videos on it. It shows you how to fix it. I haven't really messed with it because the computer hasn't really lagged on me, but I think it can still run a little bit faster than what it is now, especially when I see these scores. I will run a GPU score on the NTX on both graphic card. So we will be doing that. But like I said, I haven't really had no issues. I've heard some and some other reviewers say the same thing. But like I said, I've already updated the BIOS. The BIOS is up to date. The only thing is that I really haven't seen no lag in the performance, but I think it's still not performing as it should. So while that runs, in a minute, I will close it and we will do the IOs. You do got an 84 watt hour battery in this, or 83 watt hour battery in this unit. Battery life has been pretty good for me. I've heard other people claim they only get 7 to 8 hours. I use this computer as a regular and my personal. So I take it to work, school, whatever I gotta do. It does last me all day. I haven't charged this computer since yesterday. I did charge it earlier because I was watching almost a 3-hour movie on YouTube. So I dropped my percentage down a little bit. I was like at 50% and I was watching a 3-hour video and it lowered me down to like 28%. So from that telling you, it went down for 2 hours, 3 hours, 30%. Sorry, my camera can't detect me, so it's dimming the screen. You do got your good privacies, and I will show you some of the configurations of that, of your privacy settings, your window hello. You do got Windows Hello. You do got your fingerprint scanner, which seem to work very well. And you do got your walk away and wake approach. So when you walk away, it turns off. When you walk right back in front, it detects you and it turns back on. So you do got all those nice features. You do got a 9 megapixel camera on this laptop. So video quality is very nice. Audio is good. I can show you the camera. I don't know how it sounds since I'm recording on my camera to make this video. I don't want it to echo back. But we are almost done with this testing. The I/O ports selection is literally the same as the other ones. There's only a few changes. Of course, in this corner right here, you do got your 3.5 microphone headphone jack. This side, you got your USB-A 3.2 connector port. On this side, you got your USB-C for power charging. Then you got your HDMI. And then you got your, I think this has Bluetooth 5.4 if I'm correct, and not 3. You do got your HDMI on this side, and then you got a new USB-C port, which you can do for display out. For displays, I think you can hook up to 3 monitors if I'm correct. The only thing that didn't come this year on this laptop, which is a downfall for a lot, that make it a little less perfect, is no memory, no SD card slot. So we're about to almost done to get these scores. Let's see what the CPU ran, and this will explain what I've been having problems with this CPU, which I think could do better. And like I said, I don't know, it could be, you know, just the new CPUs, because I got a 1688 for a single core score, and I've seen some others get higher, but then this is in balanced mode. I got a 10,100 in multi-core. Let's see if I can, which is not bad for balance mode. Let me see if I can switch to performance. Like I said, we'll go to my HP. One thing I ain't gonna lie, I haven't checked to see when you change it, if it changes to your Windows settings as well. Let's see, system control. This screen just pops. Like, I want so bad to try the new Galaxy Book 4, but I don't want to give this computer up. So, okay, let's check the Windows setting. Let's see if it went to performance mode, and then we'll run another test. We got a 16, okay. See this one. So I guess when you put it in balance mode on the other one, I guess maybe you have to restart it, I'm not sure. But we're about to test it. And best performance. The first one was a 1688 and a 10,100 multi-score point test. Now we put in performance mode. That was in balance mode. Let's see what it does. Maybe it does better in performance. And I've never tried, because I never really, only time I play is performance mode is when I'm gaming. So while that runs, we'll get that. But I've seen some videos where they say and that they get over 2,000, but like I said, that's maybe they have it in performance mode. We're about to find out. Let's see what y'all think. Keyboard is very nice to the touch. It feels great. Good typing. I love it. Like I said, you do got your privacy shutter for your camera, which would be your F2, and then you got your microphone. So you do got your privacy settings. The camera, I leave it on because of my, features that I have, the walk away and approach and all that. But so far, I really don't have no issues with the computer. it does well. Like I said, the screen is just so, how can I explain it? Awesome. It's bright. Suppose it's only a 400. It is HDR 500 True Black display certification, but right there it's at 50% brightness, and it looks vibrant, clear. I don't know if that's how it's gonna look on my camera, which it does look pretty good. 50% for an OLED display. The brightness is good. The screen is good. I don't know how true it is. I talked to an HP representative, tech support. They did say they are using Samsung panels this year in their laptop. I don't know if that's what's making it so vibrant and beautiful, but I have not seen any graininess. Some people claim to see the screen door effect, which I really haven't seen it. I can't tell. And I don't try to look for it, because if it does, then it'll bother me. But other than that, I haven't seen any graininess. Everything's clear. I just think that it's a good display. I cannot lie. I give that 110% right there on the display. Let's see what this score is coming up while it's running. I hope y'all love this review. Oh, and the body of it, when I close it, we will go over the body. It is all aluminum this year. And I noticed from last year's to this year's unit, there's hardly no flex in the lid when you push down on it. There's no flex in the keyboard. There's no flex anywhere. Nowhere. There's no flex. Like it's literally sturdy. They did this. They took their time on this model. And I give HP a lot of props on that. Last year's model, you'd push on the lid and it was just like sink in a little bit. But this year it's all aluminum. I don't know about if it's military grade tested or not, so I don't want to lie to y'all. And we will be using iFixit kit to take off the back, which we will get to that, which, you know, honestly, if I take off the back, we're not going to see much. Just an 84 watt, 3 watt hour battery, 2 fans, and RAM is soldered. I know you can upgrade the SSD. I've read some people have already upgraded them to 4 gigabytes. So yeah, that is upgradable. Let's see what this score seems to be on this one. All right, there it is. I guess when you got it in best performance mode, it's going to perform better. We got a 2289 and a 10786, which I know on multi-core that seems really low. I don't know why. I think there's something either stopping the computer from producing its full potential, or HP needs to run out an update to be able to let me. Well, see, this says in balanced power plan, balanced mode, which y'all saw me change it to best performance. So I guess now it's better. Okay, let's get out of that. Let's do the score for the nvidia. We're going to do your score for the 4050. Like I said, I haven't done time spice scoring or anything like that. So I will bring those probably in the next few future reviews on this laptop. I have had this computer since mid-February. And like I said, I've had no issues. I've had no blue screens. I've had no issues with window updates, nothing like that. Just I feel like maybe now that I've looked into Windows, maybe that's could be causing it to run a little bad. Not bad, but just maybe not its full potential. But as you saw the scores, you know, multi-score I think could be better. But then it is a 155H, but I heard the 14 model runs better. Okay, here's our score for your graphics card. It says power plan balanced. So I guess it's in balanced mode. But the test we ran it was on the RTX 4050. And that was the score, 63,842. Okay. But see, I don't see why it says max frequency on CPU is. So you still got a lot, almost 3,000 megahertz to play with. I don't know why it's. This is what we did the test on, the G4 RTX 4050, and that was the score. And that was at 1605 megahertz. Okay, let's try the art graphics. Let's let that run. And I'll be right back with you in a moment. While that runs, that should be... So I guess it stayed in balance mode or something because I put in best performance. That's the Windows settings. Try my HP real quick. Let me see. Okay, system controls. And I don't want to change nothing right now because it says it's in performance. I don't know, maybe this Geekbench is... I don't know, maybe tomorrow I may run it in Geekbench 5. Maybe it's Geekbench that's throwing it off because, as you all seen, it's in performance mode. So we will get these numbers. So as you saw, it did go up 22,000 as in best performance. So I think it should perform better in balanced mode. Okay, for your Intel RX graphics, you got a score of 20,574. As you can see, it says it's valid. Okay, and then we went to Open Cell, Intel Art Graphics, compute units. Wow. We got a score, maximum frequency is 2250 megahertz. That's higher than the discrete graphics itself. So that, are you telling me that this Intel Art Graphics is running better than the RTX 4050 frequency wise? The score, yeah, on the 4050 was 60,000 and this one's 20,000. But still, as you can see, we did get some pretty good scores now that I put in performance mode. But we will check, see why it does that. I haven't ran it much in performance mode because I haven't needed to. I have had no issues, like I said, with no lagging, no nothing like that. So I just leave it in balanced, and I'm pretty sure I get better battery life too out of balanced mode. The Smart Sense, like I said, I've tried to use it, but it does kick in the fans more often, especially when I'm doing a Zoom call. So that's one thing I was kind of, oh, wrong thing, eerie about, is putting it in Smart Sense. So we'll just put it back in balance for now. Okay, and this, let's see, go to your apps. Let's bring up the HP Command Center. This is where you can control your special features, like your, if your walk away lock. You can use gestures on your screen. You can wave at your screen. It'll pause, resume if you have it on photo scroll. But I have none of that on, as you can see. I do have walk away lock on, walk on approach, auto screen dimming, privacy alert. Privacy alert, it'll, if you want to have that active, it will blur the screen when someone stands behind you. If you've owned a Spectre before in previous years, you know what I'm talking about. But it will dim, it'll blur out your screen completely to where you can't read it, and it will alert you in the corner right here with a little symbol. Screen time, this is good to have, like if you're always on your computer. As of right now, I've been on it since 4 doing things, and it's almost 12, so you know, earlier I had it 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Matter of fact, that's what we'll go to in a minute. I'll show you the battery now that I've seen this graph. But you got your features right here. You can go to advanced. You can walk on approach. You can set how many seconds you want it to. You can set it walk on approach. So you can even have it on when you have an external device. Auto screen dimming. Privacy alert. Notification plus blur, or you can just do notification only. You can also set it to have your screen distance, which I don't have none of that set. Let's go back to the battery life. This would tell me when I charged it. Well, it might not count, but as of, like I said, I disconnected it earlier. That's why. As about 9 a.m. this morning, right here. It's 10. Then, well, that's it's 11, 10, 9, 8. Since 8 a.m. 8, 9, 10, 11. So basically got just about 10, 11 hours before I unplugged it from the charger earlier. As you can tell right here. So you roughly got about 11 hours out of this laptop. And it still had like 20% before I put it on the charger to do this video. So you can probably roughly can get 12, 13 hours. And I do use it a lot, so don't think I'm giving y'all false information. But as you can see the graph right there, that's what I use. But other than that, the display, and as you saw the numbers in the performance, display is awesome. I have nothing bad to say about it. Oh, camera. Let's go to the camera. Display, like I said, that's, man, it just, in person, it is very nice. Oh, I don't even know what I typed, guys. But the camera is very awesome. Okay, there's my camera. The display is nice. Like I said, I like that one setting. Let's put no for now. But this is the camera right here. Hello, my fellow YouTubers. I have the mic off. This is the mic. Like I said, I am recording, so I don't know how it's going to sound. Might sound double. But this is the camera. It's a 9 megapixel camera. So it does look good. You can do studio effects. Let's see. You can do automatic framing. Let's see. Oh, yeah, see? Or let's turn that off. You can do eye contact. Or it just makes eye contact with you. I don't know how that works. Or you can turn on background effects. You can do the standard blur. The blur, the way you see in the background, it blurs your screen out when you're on the actual computer. Or portrait blur, which I don't know what that one does, but I think standard blur looks better. So, but you have your effects. But that's what the camera looks like. Looks very pretty. Very nice. And like I said, the screen looks awesome. No complaints. Fans are kicking on now. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down because we will open it up. Something I have never done on my laptops in any of my reviews. Like I said, this laptop is nice. There's no flex, like pushing on it pretty hard. And you do have Gorilla Glass like years in the past on this model. And you also have the anti-reflective coating. So let's do your ports right quick. There's your USB-A port, your 3.5 millimeter headphone microphone combo jack. That's on the left side. Then on this side you got your micro USB-C type port for charging. On this, I don't know if you can see it, but you got Spectrum branding. There you go. And on this side, you don't, like I say, you don't have an S card reader. Oh, sorry. There's your HDMI and your power light, charging light, and your USB-C. And on the back, you get your feet and your, I noticed one side, this side gets pretty hot, even though the fans are on this side. And your legs. I don't know, I feel like on my unit, they put the front thicker, the feet on the front side, well, on the back side is a little bit smaller than the front, but I don't know, it's just me, I feel weird about it. Okay. And today we will be using an iFixit kit that I picked up at my local Best Buy for $30. So let's see if we can open this. There's your speakers in the front, 2 front firing speakers right here. They look pretty big, so I don't know if they're full I don't know, they just look big. They look big, so I can't tell you if it's, but it is quad speakers. That one don't fit. This is my first time opening the back of this laptop, so they say it's pretty easy. I haven't got enough lighting in this thing. Okay. Anytime you open your laptop, you always want to put your screws where you got them from, the side you got them from. That way you don't lose them. Supposedly this is held on by 4 screws. We're about to find out. But for this model, like I said, it is the Best Buy model. You do get more, I think, for your money, even though you can buy pins separate, because you do get it commed already with, it comes with our 32 gigabyte, 1 terabyte of storage, which I know you can customize it on HP, but price wise on HP, see your screws are longer in the front. Price wise on HP for the 16 gigabyte, 2 terabyte with the pin included, but I think that one is the blue color, or that newer blue they got. It's just that they come with, it's $22.99 if you buy the one that's already ready, and if you buy it at Best Buy, it's $21.99 with 32 gigabyte already installed. So to me, that's a better deal. I don't know what y'all think, but to me, that's a better deal. Let's see, let's get a pry tool. Let's see if I can. Let's see. Like I said, it's my first time opening this one up. So, let me get the guitar pick. Oh, came with a bunch of them. Let's see. Well, I don't know if we're going to get it open. I would like to, so I can show y'all the components. Which that ain't coming off somehow, so let's turn it around another direction. Well, hope we can get it open. The back part kind of came up already, because there's no screws under the feet. Well, guys, it doesn't want to come open. Let me see if I can pop it open in my lap real quick. Well, uh-oh, still trying to pop it open. Hopefully we can get it open today. Let's see if I can get this open right here. Well, this thing is playing hard to open. It doesn't want to open, guys. Let me see. Oh, looks like we got something going on. Okay. Gotta take your time and do it. You don't want to break none of the clips. Okay. So, okay. Now we're in business. Sorry about that little interruption there. It's slowly coming up. Let me use my pry tool a little bit. Yeah. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now we're into it. Okay, let's see what we got here. It says build ID. Huh. So I guess I'll put that together. There's the serial numbers. But it is aluminum. All aluminum. So, since we got that open, let's talk internals. As I said, you do got your 84 watt hour battery, rechargeable. And it does look pretty big. I can't say nothing bad about that. Yes, I'm holding my camera now so y'all can all see up close. It's 83 watt. So it's right there. 83 watt hour battery. This is your SSD. It's your SSD. It does got good cooling system. I guess this is, says something right there, replace that with the HP. As I said, this is a side. It's kind of dusty in there already. I have to clean it out after this video review, but you do got a replaceable Wi-Fi 6E card, which is right here in your corners. You do got your speakers up here. I don't want to lift any of the paper or the metal. But you do have speakers, and you got your speakers right here on the bottom. Your little woofers. Got all your display stuff right here. So you do got your SSD is replaceable. It's somewhere under here. But they do got a good little cooling system. I wish they had fans on both sides instead of just both of them right there. But as you can see, all the air exit out the back. But there's your internals. RAM is soldered, so it's underneath here somewhere. It's underneath here. So there's really no point of showing you that because it's soldered in. But remember, it is 32 gigabytes, which I think that is good for the future because a lot of these laptops now don't come with replaceable RAM anymore, unless you buy gaming laptops that do. But a lot of them are coming out with this new Ultra stuff, so but just to keep that in mind. But that is my there's your internals. That's what's inside. I will have to clean this off because it is dusty in there, and I don't like that. So but that is the back cover. It is all aluminum this year. top to bottom. So, but this is probably going to complete my review of the 2023 model of the HP Spectre. See, then you got the big vents, your hose. But I'm not going to completely put the back on because, like I said, I am going to have to dust it off. For some reason, it seems like there's dust in there. But this completes my review of the 2024 HP Spectre x360 2-in-1 16-inch with the Ultra 7155H Intel Art Graphics integrated graphics and the nvidia GeForce RTX 4050. That is another thing I did forget to show y'all. It is a 55 watt. Let me see if I can turn this on real quick and show y'all what I'm talking about. Let's see. Let's move y'all back up. I'm going to show y'all the wattage on that. Well, at least we know it turned back on, right? Yeah. Okay, let me get to... Let's see. NVIDIA control panel. Let's go to NVIDIA control panel. It's loading. Let me check it again. See. Oh, there we go. So we go to help, system information. This says it's supposed to have G-Sync, but I have not found the settings for my G-Sync whatsoever. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to probably call HP and see what's up with that. It doesn't have NVIDIA Optimus. There's your wattage of your graphics card right there. It's 55 watts. Which, like I said, it does game pretty well. I have no issues. It does good. So, there you go. That is my personal review of the HP Spectre 2024 model. Like I said, no complaints. Really loving the display. I think it's better than last year's 4K display. And it is 120 hertz refresh rate. That's another thing I didn't show y'all. Let me show y'all before we end this video. And I do thank you for those who do watch my videos. And leave comments down below if you need any questions or answers. If you got any questions, I can answer them. Let me know what other laptops you'd like me to review. I do want to review the new Samsungs because I am a Samsung user. It goes from dynamic from 60 hertz to 120 hertz, 120 hertz, 60 hertz, and 48 hertz on this computer. One thing I did forget to mention, when I first did get the laptop, it didn't show 10-bit. It showed 8-bit, but it didn't have Intel Graphics Command Center. Let me show you what I'm talking about. It didn't have Intel Graphics Command Center. It didn't have this installed. I had to install this to make my display the... Oh, wow, my fans are kicking on. To make the display a 10-bit, I had to install this for some reason. Maybe I won't have that issue, but I had that issue. But it was factory 8-bit. When I installed the graphics command center, I turned it to a 10-bit. So just keep that in mind if you don't have that setting on your HP Spectre if you are interested in purchasing this. You know, like I said, this is my personal review. I've owned it for already almost a month. Have no complaints. I'm loving it. Really, there's not much to say bad about it. Yes, the speed on it in balance mode I think can be better. Like I said, I don't know if it's what I've been hearing about Microsoft updates from the Windows updates, or if it's something HP just hasn't fixed. But hopefully they will, and we will get maybe better results next time. And if they do, I will keep you informed if I don't end up getting the new Galaxy book. But as of right now, this is 32 gigabytes, and that's what I'm looking for. Like I said, there's Ultra 7. The keyboard is pretty much the same. You do got your big speakers on the side, and everything is good. You know, tactile for the keyboard is, you know, pretty good. But that ends my review of this laptop, the HP Spectre x360 16-inch 2024 model. Please leave your comments below. If you have any questions, I can answer them. Just let me know. Thank you for viewing. This is AR Tech Reviews with another review, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Peace out.